Okay, you Chibson lovers out there, this is one for you. Okay, it has been 1 calendar year since I got this. What I did to it is I replaced the toners, I replaced the pickups, I replaced the tailpiece. I did a fret mill myself, I learned how to do it from the internet, haha. And then I did a setup. And what's wrong with it? Not much. People that say all Chibsons are garbage, they're not all garbage. A lot of them are. I've picked up a few that were just terrible. But I've picked up some Gibsons that really let me down too. I used to have a 70s SG. It was terrible. And I suffered with it for like 2 years in the span. And finally I traded it away. It was just, it looked awful. It didn't play great. And it sounded horrid. And why did I have it? Well, I was young and I didn't know any better. So I thought, oh, 70s SG, it's gonna be great. Nope. That said, this is no Gibson, definitely, it's not. It does have a one-piece body, does have a one-piece neck, and after I did all the work to it, it's great. But before I did the work to it, it was not all that great. I mean, it was okay for the money, but this is, entry for one of these things, before I did all the work, was $360. I mean, you can pick up a used Epiphone for $360. If you look around, they're out there. With COVID, stuff's been getting more and more expensive. But I don't know, now that I've put the time and effort and a little bit of money into the thing, not much. I got these pickups off of, one of them off of Craigslist, one off of eBay for not very much money. It's Gibson pickups, Burstbucker 1, Burstbucker 2. Didn't have to replace the bridge. The bridge is fine. It intonates. Some of these things have the frets in the wrong position and they're just not, set up right. Whereas these frets all seem to be like a good guitar. It intonates, tunes up, plays fine, stays in tune, nice and light. Looks okay, doesn't look bad. I mean, if you look close, you can see that the finish is kind of funky. It's got, third world finish on it. But I would perform with this guitar. I will perform with this guitar, especially if I sell my other Chibson Les Paul traditional. Then this will be it, besides the gold top. So for all you people that hate Chibsons, I actually like mine, okay? But maybe I really got lucky. I don't know. The difference is buying from a seller who shows you photos, actual photos of the guitar as it's being built. And I saw the photos while it was being built. And once I saw the guitar, I realized they were not giving me a line of crap. All those photos were this guitar. I could really tell because there's a weird little streak in the rosewood fingerboard. It's like a defect. It was in the photos, so I know that this is that guitar as they were building it. And it took some extra time for them to do it instead of, just ordering one that's already built from a factory and then getting it in however many weeks. This took months. It took at least 3.5 months. But I think it was worth the wait, The neck's not bowing, twisting, it's not coming apart, all the glue's holding. All the little bumps and scrapes in it were from the factory, trying to make it look like an old guitar. Very, very primitive work that they do. It's not impressive the way it was relicked. It's more like somebody took a chisel to it and just beat it up a little bit. And they put on a very flat finish. It's not a glossy finish. I would have liked a glossy finish, but I didn't specify that. If you don't ask for something, you're not going to get it. Sometimes you'll ask for something and you still won't get it, but stand a much better chance of telling them, like, I would like glossy finish, and you probably get that. Like, I asked for bigger frets, I got that. What else did I ask for? I asked for a bone nut, I got that. I asked for the bridge studs to be into the guitar. I didn't want to have like Epiphone style slotted screwdriver type bridge. They did that, you know, small pin bridge, just like Gibson, although it has little Allen wrench fittings in it, so it's a little bogus. But yeah, it's got all the cheap pots and cheap switch, but all that stuff works. The only thing I really need to get rid of is the jack, which is actually working just great today, but you know, not every day. So yeah, so for all you people who hate Chibsons, people tell me, don't buy garbage. This is not garbage. It's not. It's actually a good usable guitar. But it took some elbow grease and some resourcefulness and learning stuff on the internet in order to make it right. So if you couldn't do any of the work yourself, you'd have to take it to a luthier, and don't do it, because then you're going to be spending a heck of a lot of time and money getting it done. You know, luthier's got to charge, you know, enough to make a living, whatever. And they probably don't even want to work on something like this. They would much rather work on like a real American or Japanese built guitar. So yeah, yeah, what can I say? Neck angle looks pretty good. Yeah, they did a pretty darn good job on this thing, and it's held up for a year, you know? Okay, there you go. Sorry, Chibson haters.